Someone asks you a question, and you pause. Not because you don't care, not because you're being rude, but because you're thinking, really thinking. And in that pause, you can see it in their eyes. The assumption that you're cold, distant, uninterested. "Hello? Are you there?" they might say. Or they fill the silence with more words, more questions, more pressure for an immediate response. And you start to believe that your natural processing time is a character flaw. But here's what they don't understand. You're not cold. You're just processing internally before speaking. And that pause they're uncomfortable with, that's where your authenticity lives. Your brain doesn't work like a microwave. It doesn't heat up responses in 30 seconds or less. It works like a slow cooker, taking time to blend all the ingredients of your thoughts, feelings, and experiences into something meaningful. When someone asks you how you're doing, you don't just access the surface-level answer. You actually consider how you're doing. When they ask for your opinion, you don't just give them the first thought that pops into your head. You consider multiple angles, implications, the full scope of what you actually think. This isn't coldness. This is care. Care for the accuracy of your response. Care for the authenticity of your words. Care for the person who asked the question. Because they deserve a real answer, not just a quick one. But the world has trained you to believe that fast responses equal warm engagement, that immediate answers equal caring, that thinking before speaking equals disinterest. So, you've started to rush your natural process, forcing quick responses when your system is designed for thoughtful ones. And every time you do this, you betray your own authenticity. You give them speed at the expense of substance. You give them what they want instead of what you actually think and feel. Your internal processing isn't a delay. It's a gift. It's how you access your real thoughts instead of your reactive ones. It's how you respond from your center instead of from your surface. It's how you offer genuine engagement instead of performative conversation. When you honor your processing time, your responses carry weight. They're considered authentic, meaningful. People might have to wait for your answer, but when it comes, it's worth waiting for. The right people will understand this. They'll see your pause as thoughtfulness, not coldness. They'll appreciate your considered responses over quick reactions. They'll value your authenticity over your speed. And the people who don't, they're probably not your people anyway. Your internal processing creates space for wisdom to emerge. It allows you to respond from your values instead of your impulses. It ensures that what you say is actually what you mean, not just what comes out first. This is especially important in emotional conversations, conflict situations, or when you're being asked to make decisions. Your system knows that rushing these moments leads to regret. Your pause is protective for you and for them. Stop apologizing for your processing time. Stop forcing quick responses when your system needs time to think. Stop believing that your thoughtful pauses are coldness. Start honoring your internal rhythm. When someone asks you something important, say, "Let me think about that." When you need time to process, take it. When your system is telling you to pause, listen to it. Your internal processing isn't a bug in your social programming. It's a feature. It's how you access your authenticity, your wisdom, your real thoughts and feelings. The world needs your thoughtful responses. It needs your considered opinions. It needs your authentic engagement. But it can only get these things when you give yourself the time and space to process internally. Your pause isn't empty. It's full of consideration, reflection, and care. It's not coldness. It's the opposite. It's taking the time to give a response that's worthy of the question and the person who asked it. Don't let their discomfort with your processing time make you abandon your natural rhythm. Don't let their need for speed override your need for authenticity. You're not cold, you're just processing. And that processing is exactly what makes your responses warm, genuine, and worth waiting for. If you're ready to honor your internal processing time instead of rushing it, type the word authentic below. Let it be your commitment to responding from your center, not from pressure.